Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Mondays are my favorite day of the week. So today we're working with the fire element. As you probably remember, I work where I organize my classes through the elements: earth, water, fire, air, space, and then a balancing. And today is fire. And the mantra that I've chosen to work with is, I rest in greater ease as I welcome in all thoughts and feelings. You can choose to work with that one, or you can pick another one. I rest in greater ease as I welcome in all thoughts and feelings. The fire element, I would like to take a little bit of time to go through some technicalities, but because I think it's important. We've been doing this work now since August, and we're getting pretty good at it. So the fire element, it's the third chakra. It's solar plexus. We talk about it as core. But core can be seen in different ways. And one way that my teacher describes core, she uses a slinky. She uses a different color, but she uses a slinky. So the core of me is something that goes from head to tail. The top crown of my head, from head to tail, inside my body. That's my core. If I'm thinking about the koshas, I'm thinking that my core is this one. That's why I'm using that color. And when I'm adding a little bit of ego to it, it becomes more colorful. So, and the core, so thinking about the core as head to tail, and then it would continue from the table down, connecting to the earth. And from the head all the way up to the universe. That's how I envision it. And then when we talk about the fire element and solar plexus as core, it's just a part of the core. It's like the middle part of the core that we focus on. That's how I see it. And then how do I access that core? And that, so it's not the abs, it's a much deeper core, much closer to the back body, and finding that. Another thing we talked about is that the pit of the belly goes in and up. And to me, I'm thinking, if the pit of the belly that goes in and up, and I'm the core is somewhere a little bit higher, or solar plexus, fire element, at the back of the body. That's the kind of the point we're looking for. So maybe if you'd like, you can keep that in mind and start playing with those images and see, what does core look like to you? Where in the body do you find your core, and how can you access it? And then we're using these movements in okay, so let's start. Let's start by finding our seat. You can sit on the mat or on the chair, or you can be standing too, of course. Sitting up tall, just checking the connection to the earth through your feet, hands on your knees, pit of the belly goes in and up. The spine or the core is tall and light. The shoulders are widening, neck is long. And maybe if you'd like, you could, if you wanted to, think about that head to tail and imagine like a straw or that slinky going through head to tail. And it's a light, or it's not empty, well, no, maybe empty, filled with awareness. And you can breathe in that core. Maybe the inhale comes up through that core, up through the tailbone, all the way up to the top of the head, and then the exhale goes down. That's a possibility. And then with keeping a slight awareness on that core, bringing another part of your awareness to your sit bones, noticing how the sit bones are connecting to the chair or to the mat. And then if you wanted to, you could start shifting your weight from sit bone to sit bone. You could stay here or maybe start making circles. You could go one way and then the other. Coming to stillness, hands on your shoulders, and then start twisting from side to side. So in the fire element, we work with twists. So how do I keep my core, the head to tail, tall and open, and yet I can twist around it? And maybe it's around that point in solar plexus that the twisting happens. Just exploring those possibilities. And then start swimming, adding some shoulders, going backwards. And then release down, lift the shoulders up and down, up and down, up and down a few times. And then using the fingers, open and close the fingers all the way up, all the way down. Okay, now sit tall. Imagine that the head is on top of the spine. Inhale it up, exhale it to the side. Inhale up and put it back on. Other side. Inhale the head up, exhale it to its side. Inhale it back up and exhale it and put it back. Okay. Now back to earth. Okay, now checking in with my feet, that would be earth, and then moving up to water by lifting, let's start the right knee, lifting the right knee off the floor, start circling, open up the hips, finding seated pigeon. We do this every week, sitting up tall, 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 maybe leaning forward, noticing where is the resistance, how can I change resistance into resilience. Okay, slide the knees together, use the hands and make like stars all the way up. Exhale and twist away from that knee. Maybe if you wanted to, you could bring awareness back to head to tail, and notice how there is a slight twisting in the core now. Okay, add some sparkling fingers, hands, and then come back to neutral. Try the other side, opening up that hip joint, that would be the water element. Finding pigeon. Sitting up tall. Here, slide the knees together, let those sparkling stars come all the way up, turn away from that knee. Add some sparkling stars, and then back to neutral. Okay, let's put the hands on let's put the hands in the back pockets. Okay, and then bring the elbows together, widen the collarbones, pit of the belly goes in and up, open up the heart. So I'm staying strong and tall in my core, and I also open up my heart. Okay, now something new. Okay, so put the hands on your back body, and we're going to practice a little bit of breathing. So usually we start breathing with expanding the belly this way. Today we're going to do something different. We're going to keep the belly here, and we're going to try to get the inhale move backwards or in the back body. So I inhaling into my hands, and the navel is not moving. And on the exhale, the pit of the belly goes slightly in and up. So inhale into your hands. Exhale, pit of the belly goes slightly in and up. Trying to find support in your back body. That's like the deep core. That's who you are. We're trying to look for this guy, or maybe this one. I'm not really sure. Maybe a combination. Okay. Inhale into the hands. And this time, exhale, pit of the belly goes in and up, and I'm going to lift that knee off the floor. Inhale it back down. Exhale, and lift the other leg. Inhale back down. Let's try one more time. Exhale, pit of the belly goes in and up. Inhale into your hands on the back of your body. Exhale and lift. Okay. Let's come to stand. So I'm transferring the weight into my feet and forward and coming up to stand. Awesome. Okay. Let's turn around and do a sun salutation and keep on playing with these ideas. So I inhale my arms up, exhale up and over. Inhale halfway, exhale, step back to plank pose, and then stay there. Okay, shoulders are over my hands. Now, breathe into that back body. Pit of the belly goes in and up. Inhale into back body. And then exhale, lift one foot off the floor. Inhale. Exhale, lift the other foot. Inhale. Exhale, one hand off the chair or the floor. Inhale into back body. Exhale, lift the other hand off. Now you can continue doing this, or if you wanted to, you could try and lift one foot and the opposite leg, opposite arm. Inhale into back body. Exhale, lift one foot and the opposite hand off the floor. This is a lot of balancing. You can stay here for a while and breathe. And then if you wanted to, you could try the other side. So I think you get the idea, and then you can play around with different versions of this, trying to find the support from the deep core. Okay. Now, bend the elbows and the knees and start and bring the awareness back to head to tail. Let the tail lead the way, let the head lead the way, let the tail lead the way, and eventually finding down dog. Okay, same idea. Breathe into back body. Exhale, lift that right knee off the floor and come forward to a plank position again. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, opposite elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, step the foot in between your hands. Release that knee down. Now I remember what I forgot in the beginning. Whatever. Okay. Here. Now we're going to do a twist here. Bring that left arm up. Lengthen that side of the body. And then bring that elbow over to the other side. Maybe add the opposite hand. Something Anjali Mudra in this position. You could stay here, or you could straighten that back knee. You can open up the arms. That's a possibility. And then eventually bringing the hands back, bend the elbows, get the deep support, and push back into down dog again. Okay, inhale into back body. Exhale, bring that knee forward. Inhale back. Exhale out through elbow. Back up. Exhale the other elbow. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot in between your hands, release the back knee down. Left hand on left knee, bring that right arm up. Breathe into that side. And then eventually come into a twist. Taking it in steps. Notice what goes on. Making a decision. You can always back off. You can try something. If you don't like it, you are absolutely allowed to change your mind. If you lose your balance, the floor is right catch you. And then eventually finding your way back into down dog. Okay, let's jump wide. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, jump wide. And you can put your hands on the floor or you can keep them on the chair. That's up to you. Now, bring that right hand. Imagine that you're holding a bow. Bring that arm up to the shoulder. And then bring the right elbow to the left thumb. Inhale up and down. A few times, and then eventually bring the elbow up high, and then let the hand go all the way up. Exhale and thread the needle. Hold on to that opposite leg. And then back to neutral. Trying the other side. Pull the string of the bow, bring it all the way up to the shoulder. Find the elbow. Elbow to thumb. And then eventually let the arm go all the way up. Exhale, thread the needle and hold on to the opposite leg. All right, back to neutral. And then jump the feet together. Inhale for a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. All the way up. Exhale down midline. I rest in greater ease as I welcome in all thoughts and feelings. I rest in greater ease as I welcome in all thoughts and feelings. And then release. Okay, let's try this. Inhale to chair, hands in Anjali Mudra. Shift the weight into the left leg, right heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back, finding warrior one. Add some wings to get some air on that fire. And coming to stillness. Hands come on the chair. Straighten that front knee a little bit or a lot, you decide. You can stay here, or if you wanted to, you could take that up, the left hand and let it go all the way up. So it becomes a twisting motion. So if your left leg is forward, the left arm goes up. Come back down. Now transfer your weight. Find a supported warrior 3. You can keep the hands on the chair, or you could let them go. Bend the knees, come back to middle or to your mid core, and then come back to standing. Always use the chair for support. Okay, inhale to chair, hands in Anjali Mudra. Shift the weight to the right side, left heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back, finding the earth behind you, and then finding warrior 1. Adding some arms. Use your wings to give that fire some air, oxygen. Okay, come to stillness. Hands on the chair. Straighten that front knee, a little or a lot, you decide. And then if your right leg is in front, the right arm goes off, up into the air. Come back. Transfer the weight forward into a warrior 3. You can stay supported with the hands, or you can let them go. You can try both, see what you like today. Bending both knees, coming into core, and then back into Tadasana. Awesome. Okay, one more standing sequence. Inhale to chair, exhale down the midline to Anjali Mudra. Shift the weight into the left leg, right heel comes off the floor, step back. Open up the pelvic half, finding warrior 2. So the hips are opening up. Add the arms. Now, add some dancing with the arms. You can even add some sparkling stars with your fingers. Maybe finding an extended side angle. Could use the hand on the chair, elbow on that knee, maybe take the bind. Back to warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands down, turn forward. Okay, transfer the weight into a warrior 3 again. This time, you could, if you wanted to, bring, so it's a revolved, like a revolved warrior 3. Bring that opposite arm up. Bending both knees and elbows, coming into core to center, and then back into Tadasana. Let's try the other side. Inhale to chair, exhale down the midline. Transfer the weight to the right side, left heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back, finding warrior 2 on the other side. Both pelvic halves are opening up. Adding some dancing arms. Fire is energy, movement, skillful action. To me, Bhagavad Gita is a lot of fire element, skillful action. Okay. Maybe finding extended side angle. You can use the chair, you can use the elbow, you can go for the bind if you have long arms like me. Back to warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands, hips are moving forward. Transfer your weight into a warrior 3. You become the arrow. You take action, skillful action, and maybe allowing that right arm to go up into the air. Bend the knees and the elbows, come into core, and then back into Tadasana. I feel greater ease when I allow in all thoughts and feelings. I rest in greater ease when I allow all thoughts and feelings in. Something like that. Okay, let's try one more thing, or maybe a few more things. Here. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to the chair because we're gonna lift one foot off the floor. One hand goes on the back just to help us to breathe into the back body. So slight bend in the knee. Inhale into your back body. Pit of the belly goes in and up. Exhale, and then lift one knee off the floor. This is really when the pit of the belly goes in and up. Inhale back down. Exhale. Inhale into your hand. Exhale, the slight bend in the knees. Finding the deep support. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's try that in boat pose. So I'm going to sit at the front of the chair so I have some space to lean back. I start with sitting up tall, finding the head and tail.
All right, so we've lost Helena. She should be back soon. I'm texting her. Just continue with your exercises, and she will be back soon.
I think you can hear me now too.
Yeah, you're
right.
back. Yay.
I'm back and you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay, we were in boat pose. Bring the boat back home. Put your hands in your back pockets. Open up that heart. Shoulders are widening. Collarbones are widening. With all that power, we need to open up the hearts with compassion. Power and compassion together, that's awesome combination. And then exhale and fold forward. Release the arms. Drop the head. Inhale back up. And take a moment before you transfer the weight forward and up. And then we're going to get ready for the Yoga Nidra part. Okay, so the Yoga Nidra, I prefer to do it laying down. It can be done seated. You can use a bolster under your knees for greater comfort. Maybe put on socks and put a blanket on, because you're going to be laying down for about 25 minutes. So you might get cold. Okay. You can choose to have the camera on or off. I am grateful that a few people are choosing to keep it on. It helps me to see what's going on, so I know when to start. We are a little bit, yeah. So that's awesome. Okay, we're working with the fire element, and the mantra that I've chosen to work with is, I rest in greater ease as I welcome in all thoughts and feelings. You can choose to work with the same one, or you can pick a different one. That's up to you. All right, here we go. Let your body sink down into the floor. Feel the earth underneath you, holding and supporting you, rising up to softly cradle you. At this time, nothing else matters. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Remain still for deep nourishment. Repeat these words in your mind. I am awake and aware. I am awake and aware. Now, imagine yourself in a place that feels peaceful and friendly, protected and supportive. It may be outside in nature, somewhere inside, or in an imaginary place. This is your inner sanctuary. Feel yourself here and begin to see all the details around you. The light, the colors, any objects. See yourself in this protected place, sensing the comforting energy, supportive, calm, and protected. At any time during practice, you can guide yourself back here. If anything feels odd or too intense, go back to your inner sanctuary. Your inner sanctuary is always here. It is a part of who you are. Become aware of your upper body. Notice breath in your heart space. The easy rise and fall of breath in your chest. Now go inward. Deep inside and listen. Listen to your heart. Deep listening. What does it say? What is my heart's deepest longing? What does my heart desire? Your heart may speak in words, colors, songs, images, or something else. Allow your heart to speak its truth. From your heart's longing, create a positive statement in present tense as though it's already happening. Now, state your heart's wish 3 times to yourself as the truth. Bring awareness to your belly. Notice the expansion on the inhale and the soft release on the exhale. Navel rising on the inhale, yielding to earth on exhale. From your navel center, bring awareness to your lower belly, pelvis, right hip, right upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the foot, sole of the foot. Notice the right calf, back of knee, hamstring, and pelvis. Notice your left hip, left upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the foot, sole of the foot. Notice the left calf, back of knee, left hamstring, and pelvis. Bring awareness to lower belly, navel center, solar plexus, lower ribs, rib cage. Sense heart space, heart center. Notice your throat center, right shoulder, right upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, top of the hand, palm of the hand. Bring awareness to thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, and little finger. Sense your whole right hand. Bring awareness back to throat center. Notice your left shoulder, left upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, top of the hand, palm of the hand. Bring awareness to thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, and little finger. Sense your whole left hand. Bring awareness back to throat center. Feel your neck, back of the head, crown of the head. Feel your forehead. Notice your mind's eye. Become aware of your eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes, and eyes. Feel your eyes as color, as radiant wisdom, receiving sight. Bring awareness to nose. Notice breath passing through the nostrils, receiving smell. Notice your mouth. Observe sensation in your mouth, receiving taste. Shift your attention to your ears. Witness your ears hearing, receiving sound. Become aware of the right side of the body. Now feel the left side of the body. Feel back body, side of the body facing the ground, back body. And now feel front body, side of the body facing the sky, front body. Now feel right arm and left leg, right arm and left leg together. Now feel left arm and right leg together. Feel whole body now. All parts together, all together as a whole. Feel your whole body. Find your navel. Imagine inhaling through your navel, filling back of your body. Inhale through navel, fill back body. Now notice the exhale. Exhale spreads out from core to body. Inhale to core. Exhale out through body. Now notice a place in your body that feels warm. Notice the shape and color of this warmth. Breathe into it. Allow it to grow. Notice how the warmth you created spreads out through your body. You're standing in the middle of the classroom. You're sweating. Everyone is working hard. Sometimes you feel like quitting. You listen to your teammates. They are struggling too. Together, you carry on, lifting the knees, getting stronger, changing what happened into skillful action. It works. You open your eyes and walk towards the exit. The handle feels cold. You push it down and open the door. You lift your feet over the threshold and step outside. The sun hits your eyes and blinds you for a moment. It's a beautiful spring day. Like colorful gems, flowers pop out of the ground. All different shapes, heights, form, and fragrance. The sun is heating up the brown, muddy soil and turn the landscape into a piece of beautiful art. Nature at its best. Just like a sunflower, you turn your face towards the warming sun. It looks at you, observes every part of your face. Each freckle and wrinkle tells a fascinating story. You feel seen and cared for. The sun gives you confidence and courage. In the light of the sun, you can rest in greater ease as you welcome in all thoughts and feelings. With a smile on your face, you open your arms and swirl around. It feels so good to be here. It's warm and friendly. Together with all the other flowers, you show your special color to the world. The plants grow taller, and just like precious gems, they glitter and sparkle. At a certain height, the stem releases the flower into the air. Like colorful stars, they float around. In the beginning, there is confusion and caution. With time, each flower gains confidence. Arms, legs, head, and tail are emerging. There is movement. Arms are bending, legs are kicking, and head and tail are stretching and twisting. Movement starts to mature. The kicking and bending becomes a dance. First, each star is dancing all by itself, testing the wings and learning new skills. With time, small groups are forming, stars dancing and moving together. It's fun. You hear laughter and passion. Slowly, the different groups align. The dance becomes synchronized. You open up your little circle and invite others to join. All the small flowers from the muddy soil have grown into a thick, long, valuable necklace. It stretches and surrounds the entire planet. Like a giant cloud, it swirls around the earth in a powerful dance. The earth stays cool, watching and enjoying the energy of its flowers' creation, resting in greater ease as it welcomes in all thoughts and feelings. Now, remember your heart's longing. the positive statement you set at the beginning of practice. Repeat it 3 times to yourself as though it's already happening. Let this truth fill every cell of your body. Notice all the space around you. Sense the space within you. Feel the sense of calm confidence, whole and complete. Notice that part of you that is the witness, the one who has observed your body, breath, and journey. And now begin to notice thoughts and feelings flowing through your awareness again. Notice your breath. Feel its rhythm and pace. Invite your breath to deepen now. Feel yourself reawakening. Become aware of your body, your physical body resting on the earth. Before moving, just sense your hands. Now begin to wiggle your fingers. Notice your feet. Wiggle your toes. Gently rock your head from side to side, a slow awakening. Deep breath into your belly. And slowly roll to your left hand side. Press your hands into the floor and come up to a comfortable seated position. Lengthen your spine. Take a full breath in. Let it go. Bring your hands up in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. I rest in greater ease as I welcome in all thoughts and feelings. Gently bow your head in gratitude to this practice, thousands of years old. Thank you, inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Allow the eyes to slowly open. Raise your gaze. And thank you for joining me today. Namaste.